everyone, and welcome back. Oh, yes, it's time for more Ears to the East.
Welcome.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
I think we need to work on an intro. Let us know in the comments down below what should our intro thing should be. Like we need a bit of community input. I think I want to see what the best
Do you know
comments
what?
are, and then
That made me so angry that I want to respond to you the same way that Hanabie will respond to their boss in the office. Segue. Thank you very much. I feel sick of myself for even doing that.
And we did a reaction to that on my streams the other day, and oh my god, like they're a band I've been kind of like lukewarm to. Like some of their stuff I really like, other stuff I've been like. Yeah. And that song that I reacted to, the name of the song, sorry, escapes me. I'm sure you will correct me. But
I have to go now.
Yeah. But I loved it. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was one of my favorite songs from them, like full stop. And the music video as well was such a was cuter than that.
Do you know what though? All right, so I'll jump in a little bit as well because so you've spoken about this recently. I think anyone who's been following my channel will know that I mean because you were away at the time. I spoke about this when it came out about 3 months ago, and I think I had a similar feeling to you in that like. I had been lukewarm on Hanabie up to that point, but at the same time, I was really, really rooting for them, like just really rooting for them because I kept on saying that the thing that worked for me about Hanabie is Hanabie were kind of like the logical next step from what Babe Metal had done 10 years prior. In that, for me, they got the cute and the fun along with the metal, but the difference is that they're like a self-contained band doing the writing. They're sort of doing the cute and the metal very much in the core. It just for me felt like they're like the evolution of that. Not to invalidate Babe Metal, but just to sort of like bring a new idea to it that actually achieves all the same things. The problem is for me is whereas Babe Metal had Doki Doki Morning, where they had things like Gimme Chocolate, where they hit the ground running with immediate earworms. To me, it was like Hanabie had the fun, the craziness, the sort of We Love Sweets kind of thing, kind of showed that they knew where that area was. But they didn't, for me, quite land a single, and it sounds like such a cheap thing to say, but I think you need that. And for me, this was them doing it. And moreover, they did that at the same time. This is the first song where it really took it to a level where I was like, I actually feel there's something personal in that as well. I was like, not only is this cute, not only is this fun, not only is this rock, but I feel like you meant that. And I just, everything about it. Even though I'm not big on the growling stuff all the time, I could take all the growling because it just felt right. And I totally sold on this. So, I mean, I'm kind of intrigued at how you felt it's developed from their previous stuff.
For me, it's all about the songwriting. It's all about the song structure. You live and die a little bit by that. And there's been too many times, and we've seen it so many times over so many years now, doing what we do, where a new band will come on the scene. They've got the premise. The premise is nothing new. It's been done quite a few times, but it's a very narrow window on how to nail that properly. Like there's been loads of bands that come in, do the cute, do the growls, and sometimes it's just a jumbled goddamn mess. You want to like it, but you can't quite like it because there's nothing.
I'm gonna say Broken by the Scream for me was that. I mean, I wanted to like them, but I can't get into their songs because me it always feels like I said it's when you're like old days driving the car, you got a radio tuner, and you're gonna end up halfway between two stations. Halfway between like a top 40 station and a metal station. That's what Broken by the Scream sounds to me. It sounds like they're just two different bands were playing songs at the same time, and they saved time and put them on one recording. So a way to save studio time.
I actually quite like Broken by the Scream. I'm not gonna lie, but
I know you do. That's another reason why I threw it in.
just to get that in. But yeah, no, I agree with you. There's even some Broken by the Scream songs that I'm like, I really like this, and then there's others where I'm like, oh no, I can't listen to that. It's just, there we go. Jesus Christ, 2 cups of coffee. But having that like the song in there and having just that in general, I think songwriting is important. I mean, if you can nail the songwriting, and like you said before, an earworm, it needs a catchy chorus, whether or not it needs to be cutie or growly or whatever you want to call it, you need to nail that first and then build the song around that. I feel like if you just do a song just with the cutie and the growly, it doesn't quite work. It needs to be coherent.
I mean, I was just to go back to what you were saying about song structure earlier, because you point out, and I would totally agree with this. I mean, I've always been, as much as I like playing music, I've always been more about the songwriting than the musicianship. For me, songwriting is everything, and I really agree with what you say about song lives and dies on the structure. And I said this about like when looking at We Love Sweets as an interesting comparison, because obviously that song kind of blew up, went semi-viral in its own way. Um, I was like, okay, I liked the structure and that it was interesting. It kept you on your toes, and it was like, oh, where's it going to go next? But at the same time, it wasn't disjointed. It was just kind of like kept on changing. It was interesting. But as I kind of pointed out at the time, is like that worked, but it didn't give it the replay value. It's like it was really impactful the first time, but it didn't make you want to come back and back and back. Whereas this song, you want to come back. I mean, as I say, every time someone even talks about Hanabie on my Discord now, just people start going, Pico, Pico, Pico. So, I love it. It's so crazy. Now, I know that they had, I don't know her name, but there was an anime voice actress who did some of that overdub for them, I believe. But I will also give credit actually for lead singer. And again, I'm really shit at remembering names of people. So Hanabie fans, get in there, slam, hashtag Council Howard, and then give me the name of the singer. But yeah, I think she's amazing. And she's been dropping all these shorts, who again, everyone's been putting these shorts, YouTube shorts on the Discord, dropping shorts. Oh God, I just realized that sounds really bad if you don't have the colloquial context. She's been dropping these YouTube shorts, publishing YouTube shorts in which she's just basically been dancing in funny outfits to that song. And
you got me excited then. I was like, dropping shorts, send me the link, man.
Ears to the East just went on OnlyFans. Can have a Pornhub hub if you know.
I know.
But I am so actually, and that's another thing though. I'll give me respect for the fact they can be good looking and not, be showy. We know the Western bands we're talking about. But anyway, so I just love the fact that she's doing these videos and these like little shorts, kind of like TikTok videos. She's doing it so cute and everything, and at the same time, you can hear the song building up to her about to drop like a death metal scream. Yeah, I really love what they're doing, but my question is where to go next. Now I know what I want. I'm just kind of interested. I mean, what do you think? Do you think that they've kind of done everything they can do, or do you think that they know how to build on this?
I feel like they know what they're doing. I feel like the band needs a little bit of self-control. The problem that I have with Hanabie is they will drop a banger, we'll all get excited, but then the next 7 songs they drop are duds, and then.
Do they have 7 songs?
A couple of months later, we'll hear another banger. It feels that way. I'm not saying it is that way, but it feels that way to me. That they'll drop a good song, they'll drop a few more songs in between, and I'll be like, and then they'll drop another banger again. They just need a run. I feel where like they need like a back-to-back bangers. They need or maybe even a back-to-back bangers to like really.
I was drawing the comparison earlier to Babe Metal because I think they have the ability to have that level of cultural impact. Okay, maybe they're not working on such a clean slate music industry as Babe Metal were when they were revolutionizing everything. But Hanabie, I think, have the ability to go like viral multiple times. The thing is, though, is that I think the difference that maybe I should draw in here is that one of the selling points of Baby Metal is that Babe Metal, they have the metal, but they have also the quality of being a pop act or even a stage show, in that their writers will assure that they have the right songs. Whereas I think when you're looking at Hanabie, I'm sure they've got the executive producers. I'm sure they have like co-writers from the record company will come in and make sure quality control is maintained. No offense to Hanabie, but that's what record companies do. But I'm just not sure that we can put the pressure on them to be as much of a hit factory at this point. And I'm wondering if, as the novelty wears off over time, they will replace the novelty of being so irreverent with a growth in songwriting, and that maybe we'll just see them slowly transfer over their career, which hopefully will be long lasting.
I hope so. I mean, that's part of the parcel for any good band. I think you have to evolve. I mean, if you keep doing the same shtick, it eventually gets old. You will have loyal fans. You'll always have loyal fans in any band that were like, well, I liked the old stuff better than the new stuff, or I like the new stuff better than the old stuff. But that's
I love Yuri. Who's this new person? Yuri forever. Sorry, who was that?
Now I can feel people watching this going, yes, Neon is my new favorite host.
Actually, no. I say that as a big Momo fan. I've taken a lot of like flack from trying to like talk people down from that position. Like, give Momo a chance. So I'm speaking on their behalf.
Yeah,
But I mean, so okay, I'll reframe the question then.
go on.
Do you think the given how strong the image and the irreverence and the sort of mashing together of cute meets metal that Hanabie has, do you think in the future that could become restraining for them, something that stands in their way, or do you literally think they can just pick that up and run with that forever? Because there's not many bands who we see who are very strong image when they start and manage to pick that up and run with it forever.
Well, I think you just did mention the key word there, image. And I think image is important.
Yeah.
You can take that genre and you can have like one genre your whole entire career, but you've got to mix it up in terms of image sometimes. They can be as cutey as they want. What I would like to see from them is something that they can do, which the likes of Baby Metal and all that can't do, and the fans that they target. They can go super cute, but they could also go the other way and go super sexy with it as well. And I think that there's a potential there that they could do either or. I know you said that you're praising them before about not covering up, but there's areas there which they have
covering up.
Yeah, covering up.
Your brain was speaking to you out. said quite a bit out loud there.
Says the man who said about dropping shorts. I'm innocent in this.
I see. Neither of us are innocent in anything. We're pretty much complicit in everything we even think about. Should be like the Thoughts Crimes channel. But I mean, the thing is though, is that like, because when you said about that ability to go places that other bands can't, I immediately went back to the song structuring because I feel like they already are.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, nothing they're doing is totally never heard it before. But I feel like they already have set up with this place where their music is so infused with both cute and absolutely scream. If anything, I think sometimes they go a little bit too hard on the metal just to sort of maintain, we are hard edge.
Yeah.
I think maybe they could, I think over time they can sort of relax back on that and not have to scream through as much of the songs as they do. But I think they've already got that. But I didn't even think about the image. But yeah, the image. Yeah, they could amplify that instead of going the other way. You could actually amplify it and go even more crazy.
You go even more crazy. You could do it well.
Yeah.
I mean, look at successful bands like the band that should not be named.
Well, then don't name them.
I didn't name them. That's why I said the band that should not be named. But they've got their whole entire image based on obviously the crazy spontaneous things of the songs that they do. And
shutting down YouTube channels for no reason, and generally being cunts.
Let it go, Howard. Let it go.
Let it go. Oh no, we're gonna get sued. Don't do it. Not more copyright. Not more copyright. We don't need Disney this time. Stepping up our copyright game. No Disney suits now.
Yeah, Disney. But yeah, you could go in that type of direction, or you could go, like I said, the Lucky Morpheus direction, or you could go, like I said, you could, for all intents and purposes, you could go shock value with them, and they could do like a super sexy video out of freaking nowhere. Which again, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that little bit of shock factor. People were like, "Oh, hang on, what's this?" But there's multiple ways you can do that, and they're not restricted on what they do at all. It really comes down to the success for them in their career. I really feel like it really does come down to the songwriting. The songwriting needs to be on point.
Do you know what I want to see? I mean, this isn't a long-term plan, but I think would be what I feel is the plan to go for. I think that song was so good. I'm not saying try to recreate it. I'm not doing that sort of movie executive thing. Like, the movie was good, now let's do it again. But this time it's space. I'm not trying to do that. Sorry, how about it turns out that actually the dead guy's brother was there all along, saw the whole thing on one's revenge. I'm not trying to do that, but I think that
but this time, the bat eats his mother. Yeah.
And then we find out about his illegitimate child who has his own boxing career and a series of movies based on that, and we fire Sylvester Stallone. Sorry, where am I going?
And we find out after the seventh sequel he was paying the child taxes all along.
All of this fighting was for nothing. Daddy, no. What's this?
On the eighth film, we find out it's a dream sequence and none of the 8 films really happened. It would blow people's minds.
Takes them to space in a Chevrolet.
Love it. Disney.
So where was
bonus?
I? Yeah. Okay. So where I was going with this, I swear there was a direction. Was that I think that what they could do. I mean, I really love this song because, as I say, I felt that they achieved something by making it feel heartfelt. Now, I've had this criticism about Atarashi Gakko, and that I really like Atarashi Gakko in some of their songs, and then in some of their songs I really don't like them. And I know this has been interesting because they're like a hot topic, and at the moment, so many reactors just listen to every their song and go, "Oh, it's great." But I mean, in their best songs, things like 999, like Atarashi Gakko, one of those songs where I'm just like, yeah, I feel it. I feel it. It's like I know you've got like the image, but you also, I feel like you're genuinely sort of speaking to people through your image. And that recent song they did, like the rock one, kind of felt like that as well. But then they have some songs where I'm like, you're just kind of, it's all image, and I don't feel there's any substance beneath it. And this is kind of where I feel like Hanabie have kind of shown that they have the ability to really, really speak on a certain mood. So I want to kind of feel like a list of discontentments from Hanabie. I want them to go through and just pick up the things I don't like. I mean, I don't give a damn how small it is. I don't give a damn if it's them like ordering like a drink from the vending machine and finding out they pressed the hot coffee button instead of the cold coffee button. It comes out, she burns her hands, and it just starts screaming and beating the shit out of the fucking vending machine. I don't care. I want this kind of thing from them.
Burn my hands.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think they could use the songwriting skill that gave us stuff like We Love Sweets, where it's totally irreverent. They don't all have to be singles. They could do that. They could allow themselves to occasionally do a song that's just straight metal, where it's all heavy. Or they could do what Passcode did last year when they did that April Fool's song, and then just do a song which is straight up a pop song. It never goes heavy at any point, and then just go, we can do that. Why not? They so much they can do. If they keep the core of it in stuff that is kind of relatable, where it actually feels real, and then they utilize all of those sounds they have, this could be that band. This could be that band that brings pop and metal fans together in the same way that Babe Metal did before.
Yeah, I feel like they're bubbling on the verge of success, and they just need to take that last little step over the line and stuff. And I think it comes back to songwriting. I feel like they need a concurrent consistency in terms of hits as well. And like I said, evolution. They need to be refreshed. I don't mind them copying like the same song if it brings them success. Maybe once, twice, maybe. Okay.
Like every couple of years, reel out a different version of that single, but then keep the rest of their songs diverse. Sort of bring in the fans with the occasional single, and then sort of make the rest of the stuff crazy.
The like you said, the anime voice actress, I know she did like a really, really good job. I'm interested to see if that will be like a full-time thing, or maybe to bring her back for some more songs, because that would, I think that's really, really quite entertaining.
I guess in a way, what seems to be the through line in what we're both saying is that we're kind of throwing ideas out there, but it's interesting that the ideas we're saying and agreeing on almost are just like totally different directions. And I think really what it comes down to is the only things we're saying is, one, stay consistent, keep on, consistent but not complacent. I think was the way I'd describe it. Is like keep on experimenting, because they're in a zone where they're not tied to anything yet. As much as I love Babe Metal, I love Band Maid as well, but that's a different discussion. As much as I love Babe Metal, I feel that there has been points where they've kind of felt like they maybe were, okay, we have to sort of make sure to please the core audience. Where I think Hanabie are still in that. So, I love when Babe Metal experiment, because you're just like, it's still good. But when it comes to Hanabie, they're still in that place where the core audience can't really expect anything, because they haven't drawn much of a through line. So I guess consistently lacking in complacence. And if they keep on doing that and keep just that sense, I'm looking forward to it. I want to be surprised every time I press play. And I think they can do that. I think they can do that.
What do you guys think in the comments? Let us know down below. Do you agree with us? Do you not agree with us?
Well, sorry.
Okay, talk to me then. Nobody gives a shit about him. But
subscribe.
There you go. Subscribe, Howard, just so you can I don't know, glow. I don't know what's the right terminology. Bask in his own greatness. I don't know, but yeah, subscribe for that.
I shouldn't have been doing this pose when you said that. It looks like I preemptively basked in. I'm just basking in how good this wall looks.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in a different hotel every time we do one of these videos.
Yeah,
This is a nice.
I like the wall. The wall's nice.
It's a nice little hotel. It's a nice little love hotel, like most of the hotels I stay at. So I know you've got to fuck off pretty soon, Neon.
I do.
We're
gonna record
adult stuff to do. You know, like having a family. So
I know.
yeah, I guess I'll post this tonight. So if you're watching this, that means we're recording it today, unless I passed out at some point. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. It's actually I don't know about Neon, but I'm sure he's going to say the opposite now. But it's a real pleasure doing this channel. I'm enjoying it. I think he's enjoying it. We were looking for a way of making this work, and it's starting to feel like it's working. We're going to keep these going. We've had some technical problems. I'm glad no one mentioned about the audio in the first couple of videos, but we're working on that, and we had a big breakthrough just before recording this episode today. So hopefully the quality is just going to keep on getting better. And yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. Neon, anything to say, or shall we just let these
guys
go back to their adult lives?
Yeah, go back to your adult lives. But also, while you're doing it, go and share our videos. Spam us in Discords. Spread the words to ears of the East. We really want this to kick off. We do really feel like we're onto something. We hope you guys are enjoying it. We've got so much planned, so much for the future, so much that we've got planned.
Tag Hanabie.
Yeah.
Tag all the members of Hanabie. Tell them what like Neon said about them dropping their shorts, and then don't do that. Don't do
that. Yeah.
Tag them, but don't say that. Maybe just like an emoji. Just maybe like a shorts emoji. This video, shorts emoji. Tag Hanabie. Do that for us. We love you.
All right, guys. Yeah,
let's get out of here.
I'll see you later.
Yeah. You piss off, Neon. I love the fans. They know I love them. I've said that consistently throughout.
Bye, guys. Bye.